Okay, are fruits healthy for you? I did a video about a month or two ago on sugars, and so many of you had asked, hey, what about the sugars in fruit? Is fruit healthy or is it not healthy? We know sugar causes inflammation, it feeds tumors. What about fruit? Today I'm going to be answering that highly requested question. Fruits contain a lot of sugars, and we know that sugar is the #1 culprit in weight gain and premature aging. Fruits also have plenty of antioxidants, however, and crucial vitamins. So, what's the deal? I'm going to go through the top 3 myths about fruit and explain why they may not be what you thought. Exactly what you want to look for in the label and what you want to avoid. Then I'll tell you what I learned from my patients in real life and how you can apply that to get the benefits of fruit safely and effectively. I'll list the fruits I eat that are low in sugar. Firstly, we need to understand that fruit contains 2 types of sugar, fructose and glucose. The proportions of each vary, but most fruits are about half glucose and half fructose. Glucose raises the blood sugar, so the body must use insulin then to metabolize it. Fructose does not raise the blood sugar. Instead, the liver breaks it down. So that's a premise we need to start with. Secondly, according to the CDC, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, most people eat fewer than 5 servings of fruit per day. So with that in mind, it will become relative in a few moments. So myth number 1, fruits are unhealthy because they contain sugar. All fruit contains some natural sugar. Very sweet fruits, including mangoes, watermelons, they have a relatively high sugar content. Generally, however, fruit tends to contain less sugar than sweetened foods. And as we know, sugar, fructose, high fructose corn syrup is hidden in so much of what we eat. Most people don't even know they're taking in high amounts of sugar with some foods, not fruits. Did you know that an apple contains about 19 grams of sugar? That means that 2 apples have about as much sugar as a can of Coke. But not all sugars are created equal. As I mentioned, apples have fiber in them, and that slows down the body's digestion in releasing the sugar at a rate the body can comfortably absorb. If you were to drink a Coke, the sugar would be directly sent to the liver to process, overloading your body's capacity, causing the negative effects that sugar can have, and that we know part and parcel of what Coca-Cola and other colas can cause. When choosing between foods, people can often get caught up on comparing the individual labels, but we need to remember that there are plenty of other things to consider, such as the quality of ingredients, the vitamins, fiber, and that's a big one because that's in whole fruit. Myth number 2, you shouldn't eat the skin of a fruit. This is one of the most common myths about fruit that I hear. Many people are concerned about pesticides sprayed on the fruit entering their body, and that is an important consideration. But did you know that the skin of the fruit is where most nutrients are? Berries are often considered a superfood because they contain the most skin per gram of fruit. The skin is loaded with antioxidants, which are very important for your skin health. So how can we avoid pesticides on the fruit? Well, you should always wash your fruit before eating it. I soak mine. There are even soaps and at-home solutions to help clean pesticides off of fruit. I think this is worthwhile, and I like organic and responsibly farmed fruit when you can get it. The next myth is that fruit juice is healthy. Many people love to start their day with a healthy, I say that quote unquote healthy, fruit juice. I'll have an orange juice. I'll have an apple juice. But if you're not careful, you could be doing them more harm than good. 1 cup of orange juice has 20 grams of sugar, but not nearly the same amount of fiber as the actual fruit. See the common denominator here? The actual fruit versus the juices. Big difference. We want the fiber that's in the whole fruit. Studies indicate that sugars consumed in their natural sources, fruits, vegetables, grains, dairy products. They do not impact health negatively. But when that sugar is removed from its original source to be refined and then added to sweeten the products, then minimizing our intake would be wise. That's the sugar you want to avoid. This is often the case with juices, even when the label says 100% natural. There's trickery at play here. 100% natural doesn't mean 100% good for you. So I know it's hard as a consumer, and I'll go into that in more detail in other videos and today. But 100% natural doesn't mean there's good sugars in there. Do you know that it takes 3 oranges to make 1 cup of orange juice? Juice allows us to consume the sugar much quicker than we normally could. Could you sit down and actually eat 3 oranges as easily as you can drink a glass of juice? There's no way. While juices have a lot of nutrients, you would be very careful about how much you want to drink them. Something I always recommend is making a smoothie with the whole fruit instead. Blending the entire fruit up not only allows you to keep all of the fiber that we want, but also lets you add extra supplements to your drink as well. I like collagen powder. I love it for joints, hair, and skin, and I often add that into my smoothie. The sugars that manufacturers most commonly use in foods that you want to watch for are corn syrup. This is usually 100% glucose. Then there's fructose, which is sugar from fruit. Galactose, which forms the milk sugar lactose when combined with glucose. High fructose corn syrup, which combines refined fructose and glucose, but with a higher percentage of fructose. Maltose, which is from 2 glucose units. Sucrose, or white table sugar, which is equal parts fructose and glucose. So when you see all of those ingredients, those are forms of sugars. The benefits of eating fruit far outweigh any purported hypothetical risks. The benefits, which are important to go through, number 1, increase fiber intake. Consuming fiber can help a person feel fuller longer, reduce food cravings, nourish healthful gut bacteria, and support healthful weight loss. Consuming fiber may also help a person maintain more consistent glucose. It avoids those peaks, and that I think can be addictive as well, those highs. It's why after you eat, you often look for dessert if you're in that mode or you're used to getting that sugar high. Lower sugar consumption. People who replace sweet snacks with fruit usually eat less sugar and fewer calories. So there's much less sugar in fruit than in the sugary snacks that most people take. Better overall health. Fruit consumption is linked to a wide range of health benefits. Fruits and vegetable consumption, according to one 2017 analysis, reduces the overall risk of death. Consuming fruits and vegetables also lowers the risk range of health conditions including heart disease and cancer. Next, lowering the risk of obesity. People who consume fruit are less likely to develop obesity and the health issues associated with it. So those associations are all in favor of fruit, people who eat fruit. And it's important to recognize because I think a lot of people are scared of fruit, but then they turn and have a sugary snack. Much, much worse. People who eat fruit are then also attuned to vegetables. So those associations tell the story. Here are my favorite low sugar fruits, because this is what you want to do. Your actionable advice is take low sugar fruits. So some of them would be lemons and limes, raspberries, strawberries, blackberries, kiwis, grapefruit, avocado. Here, in contrast, are high sugar fruits you may want to limit. Mangoes, grapes, cherries, pears, watermelon, figs, bananas. So everything in moderation. Almost everyone, including people with diabetes, can benefit from eating more fruit by way of these associations that I'm showing you. This is due to the combination of the vitamins, the minerals, and the fiber, the phytochemicals, and the water that fruits provide. Fruit has far less sugar than most sweet snacks, which can mean that the person consumes fewer calories and less sugar while obtaining those great nutrients. What do you think? Will you be upping your fruit consumption and making more smoothies? Let me know what you find, what fruits you like, and what you think of this video in the comments below. We all learn from each other, but stay tuned here. Keep your skin and body beautiful, healthy, and vibrant.